Hey everybody, happy Saturday. So I talked to Karen Fox yesterday, and I wanted to use this platform to tell you about that conversation because I think if I write about it, it could be misconstrued as me being, drinking the AHDI Kool-Aid or something like that. And so what you should know about me is that I'm pretty skeptical of any organization. I don't like working inside of them because I think the truth gets lost in the game a lot, and I'm a truth seeker, and so it rubs me wrong to be involved in those places of employment. And boy, did I just switch gears and find a whole bunch of that going on here. So, I guess it isn't about an organization particularly. So, anyway, Karen found, saw the posts that were on our page about talking to the Joint Commission through another person's page that she's friends with, and she said, "Hey, where are these coming from?" And then person said her, and then she emailed me, and we had some exchanges, and then so we talked yesterday, and we talked for 2 hours, and I here were the things that I wanted to. Here's the things that I had in my mind about AHDI, and I haven't been I don't have a huge opinion about them because I consider myself relatively new to this industry, although I worked in healthcare for many, decades. I only came to do medical transcription as a sort of interim to get me to building website communities. And so guess what? Perfect topic. But so I've been doing transcription for about 8 or 9 years, which I call as new in understanding the history. And so I wanted to understand the history from Karen about this chaos. And I had two things in my own mind that I had made up about AHDI, which I didn't have any basis for creating, but this was in my head. And number one was, why in the hell aren't these people, this organization allowing these transcription companies to behave the way they're doing? And number two is, why in the hell hasn't somebody from that organization gone to the Joint Commission? Like, what in the hell's going on with that? And so that was my personal stuff I had going on. I didn't have any basis for creating that sort of tone of angst into the sentence. But that's what I went into the call with, wondering. And so anyway, Karen, she told me a lot about, just the interplay that the organization has with so many entities that none of us know anything about, the AMA, the, lobbying in Washington, and just they do a lot of things. And so, I got a little bit of a, broad understanding of that. And then in answer to my questions, I think it'll be good for you guys to get a bit of a insight into them. They can't stand up for and say anything about companies because here's an interesting piece, and I saw Crystal write that on our Facebook page today. So she already got this, but I didn't have an appreciation for this. That the AHDI role as a professional organization, they cannot get into talking, advocating, or promoting business or not promoting business, or trying to promote salary or things like that. That, here's the key, you guys, things that look sort of like a union. So they have to remain in a role that doesn't smack of unionization. And if they do that, they get sued for that. And so the reason they haven't done some of those things that we might think, what in the hell are they thinking, is because of a lot of things are just, it's not appropriate for their platform and what they're up to. So I thought, okay, so I get it. Is she frustrated? Are there frustrations? I don't want to speak for her personally, put words in her mouth. But yes, there are. The organization understands what's going on with these companies. They're really not in a position to do something about it. And in fact, could be in really big trouble if they would assert themselves into that picture. So cool, I will. Yeah. So the other question that I had about the Joint Commission was, Karen said that the organization, AHDI, used to have a you know, and I'm paraphrasing this, so don't count me word by word, but basically used to have a relationship with the Joint Commission. And so, you know, me, I'm like, details, get to the bottom. Okay, so what does have a relationship with the organization? What does that mean? You know, what did it look like and whatever? And she said, you know, I don't really know. And I got to tell you, I love it when a person can say, I don't know. But so I liked her because she said, I don't know. Instead of making up some political mumbo hooba yabba, she said, I don't know. I mean, there was a relationship there. I don't know what it is. I, you know, would have to dig up and find out, see what went wrong. But it, you know, I guess we both came to the conclusion that, look, there's going to be new people at the Joint Commission. There's new people at AHDI. She herself, her term is over in September, I believe, she said. So it doesn't really matter what used to happen. I was interested from the perspective of, did you try to go there and they said, we don't want to talk to you weird people, or what, you know? So none of that really. I mean, I think it's a blank canvas. And Karen and the organization, I think they'll be able to give me a lot of really, well, they already have, she already has, you know, given me a lot of useful information about studies and things that they've done to demonstrate what we are up in arms about. And so I just want to invite everybody. I could go on and tell you a whole bunch more, but those are the main things. Oh, and also I did want to also point out, you know, it's an organization made up of mostly volunteers. And so there's a spin that keeps wanting to get put on AHDI that they're out to do things to get our money. And certainly we have to do things, you know. I already have people saying, what, you want to charge $4.99 a month and you're just doing this to get our money. Well, I do want to make some money, and I need to survive. I spend a lot of time on this. And so same for AHDI. I mean, they need to make money. They need to be able to substantiate their cause and do things. And so, yes, they have to charge. Do I think a whole bunch of volunteers get together and to behave like pirates to take money from us? No, I don't think that. And so I just want people to start, again, like we do with the company conversation, to start to have critically thought out conversations with these organizations, these companies, the Joint Commission, anything we get up to, we want to look at the details of it and we want to speak responsibly of it. So I really invite you to go visit AHDI's website, read some of the white paper, the work they've done. The book of style rocks, if you aren't familiar with it. I mean, it's just logical. So that was put together by them. And now what we want to do is try to convince the Joint Commission to put this stuff in their standards and help us, the experts in the field, determine what we think is the expert way to manage the medical record as far as dictating and transcribing. And so I really liked Karen, and I want you guys to give her a chance. And there's a new person coming on, Jill Douglas, in September. She could be really evil. I don't know. I haven't met her, but I just think they're just people like us trying to function inside of this morass, and give them a chance. Let's listen to them. They have a lot to offer us, and they've done a lot of the legwork. We can look at some of the things that y'all think that they did that weren't supportive of the profession. You know, I'm not like about woo woo rah rah AHDI is so great now, but let's look at it like that. Like, you know, some people are saying, why are they charging less for the offshore folks? Why are they charging? Why did they support the VBE bit? And you know, so yeah, I mean, those are questions. Let's ask them. We might get some answers we didn't even, you know, consider. So that was my first conversation with Karen and AHDI, and I just wanted to tell you that I think they're probably normal people like us trying to survive in this chaotic health care bit. And so let's give them a chance, and that's it. I'm gonna go get my nails done. What are you gonna do? Bye, guys.